All right, everybody, up next is a car that is very near and dear to my heart, the Nissan Z. So Nissan came back out with the Z, which originally in the concept was called the 400Z. This one is a twin-turbo 3-liter V6 with 400 horsepower, and the reason I'm so fond of it is because my first car was a 1985 Nissan 300ZX Turbo. So I've always been a big fan of the Z. If you like them as well, make sure to check them out, of course, on Route 146 at Anchor Nissan. They have plenty of Zs. They are enthusiasts over there, to make sure to check them out. And one of the greatest thing about the Z is it really stays true to its style. The new style for the Z here in the front kind of echoes the original first 240 that came out in 69-70. They made that until 74. And then the rear here, if you look at the taillights we'll look at in a minute, is more like the Z32, which was the car they made from 90 to 96 here in the States. So let's check it out. So like I said, the new Z has 400 horsepower. It's a 3-liter twin-turbo V6 that's mounted up front. And that is, of course, rear-wheel drive, as we see the long nose and short overhang of the rear. And that 3-liter gets the car to 60 under 5 seconds, of course. And it comes in either a automatic transmission with paddles or, my preferred, the 6-speed manual transmission. And of course, there are a few things that it comes with as well. So if we go down here, you can see the 240 inspired front end design from 70 to 74. They had a 260Z, a 280Z, a 280ZX, and then the 300ZX from 84 to 96 in multiple body styles. So we see these headlights kind of looking like a 240 here. I love it in black with the gold wheels and the square grille here. And the taillights we were talking about earlier, reminiscent of the 90 through 96 Z32, which is also a great car. That was also a 3-liter twin-turbo V6, and that came in a 5-speed manual. Super cool car, very fast, and a little factoid for you. If you look at the later Lamborghini Diablo without the flip-up headlights, with the regular fixed headlights, those headlights are from a 90 to 96 Nissan 300ZX. How about that? So the Z really is a driver-focused sports car. Even on the original Z, we've always had these gauges mounted, pointed right at the driver, so you feel like you're in a cockpit. We have the 3-spoke steering wheel. The new Z has its digital dash and entertainment display, and we can see this gentleman here is enjoying the manual transmission. Window switches here on the bottom. The other thing I like about the Z is they keep it fairly simple, and I mean that in a good way, where there are buttons and things that you can just easily adjust. And the Z has always been a driver-focused car that you can kind of drive anywhere and drive year-round if you want. I've driven my Zs in the snow, put snow tires on them, no problem at all. So obviously it comes with a digital dashboard, like I mentioned, wireless Apple CarPlay integration, and it comes in a myriad of really neat colors, as Zs always have. When I remember like the old 240s, I always remember them coming in that kind of burnt orange color, or when they relaunched the 350Z in 2002, it also came in that burnt orange color. So we go over here, plenty of paint colors to choose from. You can do two-tone, you can do monotone. I really like the black, of course, like I do in almost every one of my videos. And it comes in 3 performance models, not counting the Nismo Z, which just came out. The one I like is the Performance, the reason being you do get a mechanical limited slip differential, you get these 19-inch raised forged alloy wheels, and the 4-piston Akebono front brake calipers. So I think that really adds to the car. If there's anything I've learned about owning sports cars, it's always go with the upgraded brakes. So here's the Z here in my preferred color, black. This is the Performance model. As we can see, it has the upgraded wheels, the upgraded brakes like I just mentioned. And as we go down to the interiors, that 6-speed manual transmission. And it comes in a lot of neat colors as well. So the Z has all kinds of connections. It comes with Apple CarPlay, all the goodies. So you have all the classic styling and fun of a Nissan Z, but of course with all of its modern technologies and safety. So if the Z is something that you are interested in, make sure to check them out at Anchor Nissan on 146 in Smithfield, and at least take one for a test drive from somebody who's been driving these cars for many years. I can say that they're thrilling, they're fun, they ride better than you expect, especially the new 400Z, and the twin-turbo V6 engine really has some punch. If you enjoy the Z as much as I do, make sure to check them out at Anchor Nissan on 146 in North Smithfield.